that just tells you everything that we've been telling you. This is just confirmation. And what's hilarious is this is confirmation from the people that want to pay the money. Sponsors. Oh man, Angel Reese fans are gonna be pissed.
Angel Reese isn't losing deals, she's scoring wins. Contrary to rumors about sponsors backing away, the facts say otherwise. Reebok not only renewed their multi-year endorsement with Reese, announced October 2024, they're doubling down with her first ever signature shoe, set for release in 2026. Swish Appeal, the Angel Reese 1 shoe, styled with her cultural edge, was unveiled just last month in the Diamond Dust edition, complete with a full product shoot and branding rollout. In fact, Reebok's confidence in her is strategic, not shaky. A Sports Illustrated preview confirms Reese is one of only 2 WNBA players set to have a signature shoe with the brand. That she's not just rocking court gear, Reese is thriving in fashion and branding, from Vogue covers to launching a popular merch line based on her Mebounds trademark, with proceeds going to charity.
I thought Angel Reese was a big deal. I thought she was a box office draw. According to her pretend friends in the mainstream media, Angel Reese is a huge star.
Angel Reese's layup troubles have become hard to ignore. In one game, a routine putback turned into a viral moment after she missed several times in a row. Commentators did their best to stay polite, but the footage spread online instantly, and not in a good way.
If commentators laughing at this.
Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese, this is the first one, still with it locked.
They realized that they were laughing and then quickly stopped themselves like, oh, I can't laugh. I'm live right now. I can't laugh. I'm live right now. Let me let me get real serious real quick. Angel, come on.
This season, Angel Reese is shooting 44.4% from the field. On paper, that looks decent, until you remember that most of her shots are right at the rim. For comparison, pros usually make layups at a 70 to 80% clip. Reese, though, has turned what should be the easiest shot in basketball into a 50 to 50 gamble. Analysts are even joking about the Angel Reese effect, where simple buckets suddenly look impossible.
This was an epic embarrassment, bro. Remember, this is a pro basketball player. Won a national championship. Their calling card they'd like to hang over is she beat Caitlin Clark. Remember that. Watch this.
Also with the miss, Angel Reese picks it up, what she's good at. Getting another offensive rebound. She says, give me that. How about another? Persistence trying to pay off. Jones gets a piece. Angel Reese won't give up. Jones with another block.
Are you serious, guys? Look at this. Look at
Angel Reese had big plans for her upcoming Reebok shoe. She timed the launch around the All-Star game, betting on the perfect setup, Indianapolis as the host city, Caitlin Clark as a co-captain drawing huge attention, and her shoe reveal stealing the spotlight. The goal was clear: use the Caitlin Clark effect to make her own moment shine.
Angel Reese 100% has benefited from attaching herself to Caitlin Clark at every single turn. She used Caitlin Clark as promo. Now with Reebok, she's using. This is nonstop. She has attached herself to Caitlin Clark at every single turn, and she has benefited.
But things didn't go as planned. Just days before the All-Star events, Caitlin Clark went down with a right groin injury on July 15th. The setback kept her out of both the three-point contest and the All-Star game itself, the exact stage Reese was banking on to boost the spotlight for her new shoe.
Shaq and Allen Iverson are going to go and do what they can to promote their player. Like, even still here, like, you had the Angel Reese saying that she was, taking over Indiana, and there's about 15 fans there. And more than wearing Caitlin Clark merch than her merch. She pulls up with about 15 fans, and I'm like, take over, Angel, take over. This is her city now. And I'm like, and she's never won a game in Indiana.
If you're enjoying this, make sure to subscribe. Here's the twist: the whole situation dripped with irony. Angel Reese has spent plenty of time trying to prove she's on the same level, or even above, Caitlin Clark. Yet when it came to her big shoe reveal, she needed Clark's star power more than ever. With Clark sidelined, the All-Star game lost its biggest attraction, and Angel's carefully planned debut landed with far less impact. The numbers confirmed it, viewership dipped, engagement dropped, and her spotlight moment just didn't shine as bright without Clark on the court.
Take over your trap. I mean, who's she talking about right there? Because Clark takes over every single trap she goes to. In fact, they gotta expand the trap so she can take over more real estate. Every single place she goes to. I mean, there is zero argument to possibly be made that she isn't the biggest attraction, the one that brings the most attention, whatever. It's not even worth talking about.
Who exactly is she talking about? Because let's be real, Caitlin Clark owns every arena she steps into. If anything, teams have to widen the trap just to contain her. There's no debate, Clark is the main attraction, the one driving the spotlight, the conversation, and the ratings. End of story, and yet, the basketball gods seem to have a cruel sense of timing. Angel Reese, who has loudly promoted her own star power, suddenly found her big shoe debut dependent on the very person she's tried to position herself against. The All-Star game, meant to be her moment of validation, ended up highlighting just how much the league, and her brand, still rely on Caitlin Clark. Now, sources say Angel is furious. Not at herself, not at the situation, but at Clark, for getting injured at the worst possible time. Months of planning with Reebok's marketing team went out the window, all because the one player who could elevate the spotlight wasn't on the floor.
Sponsors assured him Clark, coming to his organization, would rake in cash hand over fist. But, quote, they didn't tell us the same thing about Angel Reese. She's not the draw, folks. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Quote, I don't know if we can make that same offer. Cube initially sent the offer Clark's way when she was an Iowa Hawkeye.
But Angel's troubles didn't end with Clark's absence. Her own body decided to betray her next. A back injury has sidelined her for 4 of the Sky's last 5 games, with her return labeled day-to-day, but no clear timeline in sight. From the bench, she's had to watch her team unravel in real time. The Chicago Sky, sitting at a brutal 8-21 record, are on an 8-game skid that lines up almost perfectly with Angel's absence. Instead of climbing, they've been free-falling, dropping games in every way imaginable. For Reebok, the optics couldn't be worse. Their signature athlete, meant to relaunch the brand into basketball relevance, is now associated with viral layup misses, injuries, and losses piling up. What was supposed to be a marketing revival has turned into a PR disaster, with Angel Reese becoming less a symbol of potential and more a headline for missed opportunities.
Boy, to get popped by 40 at home. Now I'm seeing the Sky fans. It's some Sky fans going at Angel Reese. Sky fans is going at Angel Reese, and I didn't even think about this. Okay, so Angel Reese, you sat out the game before the All-Star game. Then you played in the All-Star game. Then you played one game and said, okay, your back is hurting. Now you're not playing again. I don't know. I don't know. Look, the Sky fans is bringing it up, not me. They bringing it up. Look. Don't get mad at me.
Reebok's big bet on Angel Reese was supposed to signal a comeback for their basketball division. With Shaquille O'Neal steering the brand, they signed her as the face of their revival, rolling out the Reebok by Angel collection and building an entire signature shoe line around her image. But all the marketing in the world can't cover up what's been happening on the court, and it hasn't been pretty. The debut of her signature sneaker, highlighted by the diamond dust colorway meant to showcase both toughness and style, was supposed to be a milestone moment. Instead, it's become a case study in bad timing and shaky execution. Rather than celebrating a rising star, the rollout has been overshadowed by Reese's on-court struggles, viral missed layups, and her team's ongoing collapse. Behind the scenes, industry insiders are already whispering, did Reebok miscalculate? It's a fair question. When your marquee athlete is trending more for bloopers than highlights, the brand payoff starts to look shaky. And the contrast couldn't be starker. While Angel battles inconsistency and injuries, Caitlin Clark has been rewriting record books, boosting TV ratings, and driving unprecedented growth across women's basketball. For Reebok, what was meant to be a bold comeback is now at risk of becoming a very expensive lesson in choosing the wrong star to build around.
Great ideas, wants to bring in talent to grow Reebok and like have people wear it again because no one does. So one of his genius decisions was this. Fucking signing her, Angel Reese. If you don't know who she is, she's the queen of like fish out of water going after a rebound that she shot herself and can get in the net ever. She reminds me of a 3-year-old shooting on those little kids' nets and throwing the ball and just completely missing the mark.
The fallout for Angel Reese goes far beyond a single shoe deal. Her entire brand has been built on the idea that she's basketball's next big thing, someone who can grab attention and sell products through personality as much as performance. But personality without results doesn't sell tickets, and it doesn't move sneakers. Her injuries hit at the worst possible time. Just as the WNBA was reaching new levels of visibility, Reese was stuck on the sidelines, reduced to cheering in street clothes while her team unraveled. The Chicago Sky's losing streak underscored how much they miss her, but it also revealed a bigger issue. It's hard to market a star whose on-court play is inconsistent. For Reese, the frustration is obvious. She worked hard to frame herself as Caitlin Clark's equal, a rival who could command similar hype and commercial clout. The All-Star Game was supposed to be her chance to prove it, to show she belonged at the center of the spotlight. Instead, she was left with a fully scripted marketing campaign and no stage to deliver it on.
Fever have whooped the Sky basically every time they've played them. And did everybody forget about Barbie Night last year, where Clark and the Fever went in there and she was signing pink towels and stuff? And
the mental toll on Angel Reese has been obvious. Watching months of planning collapse, first with Caitlin Clark's injury, then with her own, has left her frustrated and increasingly vocal. Those close to her say she's even blamed Clark's absence for ruining her big moment, as if fate itself had singled her out, but the bigger picture is more telling. By hinging her marketing splash on Clark's presence, Angel revealed what many already suspected: she knows Clark's star power drives the league, and by extension, her own visibility. That dependency undercuts the whole idea of them being equals. For Reebok, this raises serious questions. How do you justify betting your basketball comeback on a player who struggles with layups and plays for a team that can't string wins together? In an industry built on aspiration, where fans buy shoes because they want to emulate greatness, the optics are brutal. Instead of highlight reels, Reese is producing bloopers. Instead of inspiring young athletes, she's become a cautionary tale. And those aren't exactly the qualities brands want in the face of their revival.
There's a dude on the internet who cracks me up. I'm on TikTok. He's put together a load of Angel Reese clips, and it'll say Angel Reese part 36. And it goes, Angel Reese going up for another layup. She misses, bang! And I mean, dude, it's the funniest. And my whole thing is this, dude. She just seems as uncoordinated as a baby giraffe. Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
Angel Reese's story has quickly turned into a warning for athletes. Personality alone isn't enough. You have to deliver on the court. In today's game, social media clout and cultural influence can boost a brand, but they can't cover up missed layups in front of a national audience. The Chicago Sky's continued struggles without her have only added fuel to the debate. Yes, Reese puts up strong numbers in certain categories, but the team's poor record raises an uncomfortable question: how much does her production actually translate to winning? For Reebok, which has tried to market her as both a star and a leader, the optics are tricky. It's hard to sell someone as a franchise cornerstone when their team keeps losing.
That when Caitlin Clark and her were supposed to face off against each other the other week, the ticket sales went down from $100 to like $5 because Caitlin Clark got injured. She had a quad injury, so she wasn't playing. So guess what? No one wanted to go watch. And if you don't know Caitlin Clark, she's pretty much the GOAT of the WNBA and is the reason why people are watching. No one watches you, Angel Reese. No one watches you. The only thing that I enjoy watching is all the clips on TikTok of you just countlessly just missing every shot that you take.
The bigger picture here goes beyond just Angel Reese or Reebok. It touches women's basketball as a whole. The sport is finally enjoying major growth, fueled by strong personalities and better play on the court. But when a high-profile player struggles this publicly, it risks reinforcing the very stereotypes the WNBA has worked for years to shake off. For Reebok, the situation is complicated. Do they stick by Reese, betting that she can push through her current issues and reach her potential? Or do they begin to pull back, worried that she's becoming more of a liability than an asset? Much depends on whether her slump is just a bump in the road or a sign of deeper limitations that makes her 2026 shoe launch more than just a product release. It's a test. The Diamond Dust line will symbolize whether Reese can shift the narrative, proving herself as more than a player known for missed layups. The next phase of her career, and her partnership with Reebok, will come down to how she responds. Can she turn this frustration into growth and redemption? Or will she stay caught in the cycle of missed chances, on and off the court?
You know, in the past when I said things like Angel Reese is not a good basketball player, I think I spoke too soon. At this point, I've come to realize that Angel Reese, the self-appointed most important player in the WNBA, is not a bad player. She may be the worst player, at least whose name we have.
The irony of Angel Reese's situation is hard to miss. She got everything she said she wanted, an endorsement deal, her own signature shoe, and a national spotlight. But the one factor that mattered most was something she couldn't control: Caitlin Clark's presence on the court. When Clark went down, so did Reese's big moment. It's a reminder that in sports, as in life, even the best plans can collapse when circumstances shift. Now, as Reese sits sidelined with a back injury and watches her marketing dream unravel, the lesson is clear. Lasting success isn't built on someone else's popularity. True stars create their own moments, they don't rely on rivals to make them relevant.